happening, none of us like us. What is happening? We cannot say what is good, what is bad, who is responsible, who is not responsible. Neither I can say, neither you can say, none of us sitting on that. But every one of us believe in peace. Every one of us wants that this place should remain as united Australia. Whatever happened in the third part of the world, we cannot barricade what is happening over there, and I don't believe that we can barricade it. But certainly we can dilute. We can dilute by the way of arranging some conferences, some meeting together, some discussions together, where we can bring all the various religions, ethnicities, cultural backgrounds, genders, age groups together and talk about the peace and harmony. We have to learn something from the indigenous people, how peacefully they have lived in this world from the last 65,000 years before. We should incorporate that and adopt that. The reason for that is that the world, as you know, last year the world has spent roughly about $320 billion worth of money on military equipment. This was the world figure. This is not my figure. This is the figure, published figure. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Our beautiful state, known for its stunning landscapes and vibrant cities, is equally renowned for its rich cultural tapestry. People from all corners of the globe have come together to make New South Wales their home, and this is a source of immense strength for our community. Our diversity is our strength here in New South Wales, and diversity, often seen as the mosaic of our society, is not merely about the coexistence of different cultures. It is about recognising that every individual, regardless of their background, has a unique story and a vulnerable contribution to make. Our diversity in New South Wales is our strength.
Government. It doesn't happen by itself. It will keep doing things the same way we always have. We keep getting the things we've always got. And inclusion and diversity isn't just the right thing to do ideologically, because everyone deserves an equal opportunity. It makes better decisions. Study after study after study in every sector, in the private sector, the public sector, big organisations, small organisations. We know that when the people around the table and the people in the room who are making decisions, when they come from diverse backgrounds, when they can bring different perspectives and different views to decision making, that group of people makes better decisions. It makes organisations stronger and it makes the work better.
We speak different languages. We follow different religions or spiritualities or worldviews, or none. And we have different denominations within them. We have different ages, young, middle-aged and old. We have different cultures, different ethnicities. We have different ancestries from different countries. We have different educational qualifications awarded by different schools and different universities. We follow different sports. And even when we follow the same sport, we follow different teams.
It is in the book of Genesis that we were all created in the image of God. The Talmud says that the reason that all humans were created from one couple, from Adam and Eve, is that no one will ever be able to say, my ancestors are greater than yours. We are all, as Father Patrick said, part of the human race. None of us are from another race or another ethnicity or pure blood or anything like that. All of us are from the same parents, the same ancestors. People of faith see ourselves as part of one family.
And I'm here last 45 years, a grandmother of 8, and I don't do so much for Exova, but I support my husband by allowing him to go for all this and make sure that there's enough food on the table.
New South Wales is unquestionably the most successful multicultural state in the world. And the key to our success is our ability to empathise, to listen, and to learn from each other, and to respect one another, and to celebrate the diversity of cultures in our state. That's why we must seek to prevent the overseas conflicts from being imported into our wonderful multicultural society. I know that it's really tough, and I know that we struggle with the issues, especially when they affect us. But our resilience as a multicultural society can be measured by the way we respond to these global issues as a unified community.
Creativity and innovation. Every culture, every nationality, every single person sees the world in different ways.
I'll just say that we, no matter what happens, oh yes, but no matter what happens on the 14th, all of us that gathered at Pitt Street Uniting Church, we had an interfaith service and we wanted to put something down, to give something tangible, to reflect that we are committed to walking with First Nations people no matter what happens.
Everybody, and I know there are some people in this room here today who've got families, whether they're in Gaza, whether they're in Israel, whether they've got extended family all over the world, who will right now be thinking about them and thinking, are they safe? Are they going to be okay? In Australia, we've got, and I pray they do, and whether you pray to somebody or not, if you take a moment to maybe send good wishes, that would be good. And that sensibility that we can all provide.
And take pride in being of this multicultural land, Australia. I would like to conclude with a Sanskrit phrase adequately captures the importance of diversity and inclusion, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which translates to the world is one family. Australia is a multicultural society comprising of people from a range of different backgrounds. According to the 2021 census, 25% of households speak a language other than English at home in Australia. This state gives us a small glimpse into the diversity of Australian society. It is extremely important for us to respect the diversity and ensure we facilitate an inclusive society where everyone can retain their sense of belonging and make people feel more connected.
This is the solution of the problems we are facing at this stage. God says that good and evil are not alike. Repel evil with that which is best. And lo, he between whom and thyself was enmity will become as though he were a warm friend. This is the goal, this is the motto which has been given to each and every Muslim, that you must practice. And that is that you should show love, respect and honor to the others. That animosity which you have it should change into a friendship, not only simple friendship, warm friend. Evil and good are not alike. So you do the best you can do it.
We live, I've always said this, in the greatest country. This country has presented me and so many other people an opportunity that we otherwise would never have. It's also the greatest successful modern, we use the phrase multicultural, but just successful modern country in the world. We've got people in this room from every single part of the world. People in this room with so many different faiths. People in this room who speak different languages, different colours. And yet we all come together. If this is not an example of domestic humanity, then I don't know what is. And we're going through some tough things at the moment. But those bonds that keep us together, we've got to do everything that we can to make sure that we never let anybody break them.
Our challenges, as I said, so what becomes even more important in a practical sense, in a daily sense, is upholding it. Upholding the ethos of multiculturalism, of diversity, of inclusivity. And that is the challenge. As I said earlier, there are forces and groups who do not think similarly. Fortunately, those forces and groups are really on the fringes of society, which doesn't mean that they are not important. They are important because often the fringes can be desperate, and often the fringes can resort to means which are antithetical to what we are.
I have to be the wall between you and the food, so I do apologize for that. Speaking about walls, reminds me of one of my favorite movies. I'm just a bit of a precursor. In the daytime, I usually pretend to be a finance consultant. In the evenings, I turn into a storyteller. So, considering that we are past 6 o'clock, storyteller mode is on. I'll start with the story. Speaking about walls, it reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Troy, in which it was said that wars is all about old men talking and young men dying. We have taken it a little further. We haven't even spared children anymore. And if at all you ever think that the question is who that child was, I think you might want to introspect then and there instead of expecting an answer. Humanity dies much before the war starts. And I hope that we take this back today. I also must continue saying that in the same movie, Troy, one of my favorite movies actually, so I keep quoting it quite a few times, there's a Trojan horse which burns down eventually the city of Troy. Now we can keep speculating who the Trojan horse is, but one thing I can certainly say, it's not the people who are in this room, because today you have made the effort right opposite. You have ensured that love wins over hate, and as Maulana Sahib had so eloquently said, love for all, hate for none.
Look, this is a wonderful event here today in Parliament, Australia's oldest Parliament, the Indian Crescent Society of Australia. It showcases our diversity, promotes harmony and peace, and of course the week that was, now more than ever, is an important time for us to reflect on the past and work together in building harmony, supporting harmony and peace within our community.
Hi, my name is Warren Kirby. I'm a member for Riverstone. It is truly a pleasure to welcome the Indian Crescent Society here in Parliament House today to talk about diversity and inclusion. And there's nothing more important in modern Australian society than both diversity and inclusion. We have, as a society, moved from somebody who tolerates new migrants to a society that embraces them and celebrates the diversity that we have. In the electorate of Riverstone, we have the most diverse electorate in the state, so I'm very proud to be here. I'm here today not only as a member for Riverstone, but also as the co-chair of the Parliamentary Friends of India, and it's a fantastic event and I'm really looking forward to learning more.
I'm Julia Finn. I'm the member for Granville and the Parliamentary Secretary to the Premier and for the Arts. This afternoon I've been at the Indian Crescent Society's interfaith gathering here at Parliament, and it's been really wonderful. We've had people from across the Parliament and across many different faiths speaking about the importance of faith in a multicultural society and the importance of interfaith. And it's been great to learn about other faiths and to have a coming together, in particular at this very difficult time. It's really important to emphasise those shared values.
It's great to be here in New South Wales Parliament at the Indian Crescent Society's Australia's interfaith event, and it's great to have been amongst so many wonderful people of the community, and especially during this really tough period of time. This is when we need our interfaith communities to be doing the work that they do to keep our society strong and keep it together. Absolute privilege to have been here and handed out the awards, and also to have honoured the wonderful Jeremy Jones, a beautiful community leader that we've lost recently. Outstanding event, and looking forward to doing it again next year. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Pallavi Sinha. I am a lawyer and notary public and also the co-chair of the Local Party Friends of India. It was absolutely my honour to attend today the ICSUA Interfaith event, the 6th event at New South Wales Parliament House. It was good to see people of so many different faiths attending, including from the Muslim faith, the Jewish faith, the Catholic faith, Sikh and many others. And I condemn the atrocities that have been happening overseas. Anytime there's killing of innocent civilians, especially women and children. It is despicable and deeply saddens me. But I extend my sympathies to the families and friends of those who have died in Israel, and I also want to acknowledge any deaths or any casualties in Palestine as well. Please accept my sincere condolences to all of you. Namaste.
Hi, my name is Nalika and I'm the president of the Sri Lankan Australian Women's Network. I'm glad to be part of this Crescent Society upholding the ethos of multiculturalism and diversity. I mean, this is a very important topic that we need to talk in the day we are the society today and what's happening around us here in Australia as well as around the world. So as we heard from a lot of people, it is great that we have a democratic society where everybody is recognized, respected and valued.
ਜੀ ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਥੇ NSW ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ 'ਚ ਆਇਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਬੜਾ ਹੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਇੰਟਰਫੇਥ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਇੰਡੀਅਨ ਕ੍ਰੈਸੈਂਟ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਆਫ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਉਹ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਆਰਗੇਨਾਈਜ਼ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਬੜਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰ ਸਕਿਆ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਆਏ NSW ਦੇ ਕਈ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੈਂਬਰਸ ਆਫ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਆਏ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੇ different faiths ਤੋਂ Christian, Muslim, Sikh, Jews, ਸਾਰੇ Hindus, ਸਾਰੇ ਲੀਡਰਸ ਇੱਥੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਇਵੈਂਟ ਹੈਗਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਡਾਇਵਰਸਿਟੀ ਇਨਕਲੂਜਨ ਇੰਟਰਫੇਥ ਹਾਰਮਨੀ ਇਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੈਲਿਊਜ਼ ਨੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰ ਵੇਲੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਮੁੱਖ ਰੱਖੀਏ ਇਸ ਨੂੰ ਅਸੀਂ ਹਰ ਵੇਲੇ ਗਾਰਡ ਕਰੀਏ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ
ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ अस्सलाम वालेकुम ਅੱਜ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਬਹੁਤ ਕਾਮਯਾਬ ਸੀ बहुत खुशी हुई वेल ऑर्गेनाइज सी सारे ने मिल के और जो गलबात की वो वाकई काबिल अमल ने सब ने पीस की गल की मोहब्बत और प्यार की और किस तरह असी इसमें अच्छा मुआशरा बना सकते हैं जितने सारे एक फैमिली की तरह इकट्ठे मिल के रहिए और हर जगह अमन ही अमन होवे शांति होवे खुदा करे कि दिन जल्द आवे जो असी एक दूसरे को समझिए प्यार करिए मोहब्बत करिए और एक दूसरे की मदद करिए यही ज़रूरत है आज की ज़रूरत है शुक्रिया बहुत
Hi, I'm Tia. I'm the founder of an organization called Empowered BWB. It's a community organization that promotes businesses, among other things. And I would like to say that if any of you are building a house, if you like to construct a custom house, please approach Mr. Jatinder Singh from JB Homes. I would highly recommend him. Thank you.